Morning YouTube. Storm blew through last night. We're supposed to have 2 great days now of sunshine over the weekend, and I've brought you out onto the Chilterns. Let's have a walk round. This is us wandering up in the hills. The weather comes in, temperature starts to drop, and we've got to make a plan, and we've got to make a plan quick. What are we going to do? Right, okay everybody, so we've come up into the hills and the weather's closed in. We've got a 50-mile-an-hour wind and it's pouring with rain and we're in trouble. So we're going to stop, take stock. So we've got a pack with us, our day sack. If we're properly kitted out, we should probably have everything that we could possibly need to get through this little event. But let's make a few provisos. So first thing is, everything in my day sack is in a dry bag. So this is a dry bag. They are quite expensive. You don't need one for a moment, but all of my stuff is in a dry bag. A couple of dustbin liners will be great, but do not take your bag out without putting everything in a waterproof bag or container, because when you get it out in an emergency, it will just be useless. So the greatest thing you can do, always put your stuff in a bag. Like I say, it doesn't have to be an expensive dry bag. Okay, looking in my dry bag, first thing I've got on top, absolutely essential. I've got a pair of gloves, head over, and a hat. So core temperature's starting to plummet. Nice woolen hat, woolen gloves, and a head over or balaclava. And they're the bare minimum things you should have with you. If they're woolen, they're going to retain 80% of their heat value, even if they're absolutely soaking wet. So even if you get it, if you completely submerge it, wring it out, put it on, and it will still give you 80% benefit of bringing your core temperature up. So they're the first things to come out of my day sack. I've got some gaiters here, but in truth I probably should have had those on from the very off. Next thing to come out is a good set of waterproofs. So these are Gore-Tex, a Gore-Tex shell outer, and some trousers. But let's imagine for a moment that we just plain forgot to pack them. Next thing that comes out is my survival bag. Now in truth, the survival bag is just a big orange plastic bag that you can get in. Comes in orange and they come in green. The military use them as personal issue as well. Greatest thing about a survival bag is the instructions are on the outside of it. Big bold print, I don't think you can go too wrong. And at very worst, what the instructions say is get in it. What I've done with my survival bag is I've modified it slightly. You can see this in a couple of my other videos, but I've put some reflective yellow tape on it, and even on a day like today, you know, where we've got the mist rolling in, this bag would be very, very hard to see. You know, so don't think for a moment you're going to get rescued in minutes. The other thing I've done with this bag is if I turn it inside out, there's a panel with my mobile telephone number on it. So if I do get found, you know, the pilot can just give you a ring. You know, police helicopters have 2000mm television lenses, and they can read car number plates a quarter of a mile. So they could zoom in, see your number on the bag, and give you a ring. And either you respond or you don't, but that's just a little trick. So that's my survival bag. So straight away, what I think I'm going to do is get in it. So I'm going to put my woolen hat and my gloves on, got in my survival bag, and now I'm starting to warm up. You know, I'm not getting soaking wet anymore. The rain isn't absolutely tearing through me. This will start to bring my body temperature up, but if I'm in a bad way, it's probably not going to bring it up quick enough. So here's another little trick. This is my open only in case of emergency in the bottom of my Bergen, and I just plain forget about it. Let's open it up for you, see what we've got. So this is just a Mylar bag. It's a kit that I put together, and very simply, this is hot food without fire. This really is my survival kit. What I've got in here is 100 mils of water. I've got a candle. I've got a couple of chemical heat packs. What these are is little packs of chemicals that you apply 40 mils of water to. They generate heat and they cook your food. It's commonplace in the military now, come in most MREs when you're on active service, and these are a method of cooking your food without fire. So if we did have a 50-mile-an-hour wind, if it was pouring with rain, we got zero chance of lighting a fire. But what we've got here is we've got hot food. I've got a couple of packs of food ready to eat. So all I've got here is a sausage casserole and a spotted dick custard pudding. And what I'm going to do is cook these up with a chemical heat bag. While they're cooking, I've got 250 calories of chocolate to get down my neck. Okay, the other thing that I've got in here is a spoon and some windproof matches. Okay, so let's start from the top. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to light my candle. So I've got my candle, got my windproof matches. I'm going to get the candle inside my survival bag and I'm going to light it. Okay, so I've got my survival bag, it's pouring with rain, I'm getting soaking wet. This little candle in here is bringing the temperature up like you wouldn't believe. If you doubt how much heat you can get off of a candle, light one and try and put your hand over it. You know, you can't keep your hand there for more than a few seconds. It is super hot. So suddenly I'm in a survival environment now. You know, the air in this bag is warming up, my body temperature's coming up, I'm not getting wet, I'm protected from the wind, and the world is a very different place. What I can do, if I want to get on and do other stuff, is I can stand this candle between my feet, or do what I'm doing now, which is just hold it in my hand. This is a 9-hour candle, so if you get to a point where the temperature comes up, you don't need it anymore, you've got a box of windproof matches, don't be frightened to blow it out and save it for later. That is a great trick. Okay, so I need food, I need energy. First thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to eat one of these energy bars. In these bars there's 250 calories, so straight away I'm generating energy, calories, heat, and life is getting an awful lot better. Now what I want to do is get some proper food on. Open my real food ready to eat. Inside there's a foil pouch. This is just a Mylar bag. I'm going to put the pouch of food in the Mylar bag. Going to open one of the chemical heat bags up out of the packet. Again, all of this can be done in your survival bag. I literally lay down by the side of the log, get myself out of the wind, do it all inside the bag. Just a paper bag. Put a paper bag in. Next thing I've got to do is put in 40 mils of water. Now this little bottle contains 100 mils of water. So I'm going to guess this is 100 mils, I'm going to put half of it in. That's about half of it. The only other thing you're going to need, I carry a little bulldog clip. You need something to seal the top of the bag. Okay, so this is our Mylar bags, our chemical heat bag. It's starting to react. Just see the smoke coming out of it. You know, just give it a little shake. Activate the heat bag. Let's give you a quick glimpse inside. So you can see it's starting to cook. It's going to take 7 to 10 minutes before it's ready. So show you it when it's done. These bags are going to get very hot, and the advice is kind of lean it against the rock, put it on the ground, because your food is cooking in this bag. I would turn around and say that if we're in a survival situation, if you're hypothermic, the thing to do with this bag is to get it inside the survival bag with you. Even if you stand it on the ground between your feet, even if you press it against the outside of your coat and hold it with your hands, the point is that this food is fast getting hot. You know, it's a heat source, it's warming me up, it's warming the bag up, so don't waste that really valuable heat source while your food is cooking. But do remember that it's boiling. You know, its primary function is to cook your food through, so it gets hot, it gets super hot. Be careful, but don't waste that heat source. Okay, so well over 40 degrees centigrade, heading for 120 Fahrenheit. A good method of translation is ×2 + 30 Fahrenheit to centigrade. But at over 100 degrees, your food is cooking a treat. Once your food's cooked, don't be frightened to put this bag inside your clothes. You know, insulate it so it doesn't burn you. But this bag is going to bring your core temperature up. Potentially, chemical heat bags, the difference between life and death. Okay, that's our 7 to 10 minutes. The bag's starting to cool down a little bit now, so let's get the food out, see if it's warm. So, sausage casserole with a no flame fire. Okay YouTube, as always, any comments, love to hear them. Back soon.